What's good? This your boy Dre. Welcome to the Scent Code, where I give you the code to your next fragrance. On today's episode, I'm going to be going over a fragrance that really fits very well for the summertime. It's very refreshing. This fragrance here I've been having for, I say, 3 months, but I'm going to tell you in a minute why it took so long for me to do a review on it. With that being said, today's fragrance is Art a Universe by Lattafa. If you check out the presentation on the bottle, very nice quality bottle. A lot of the bottles from the Pride collection looks very similar to this as far as the shape of the bottle, but of course they have a different image on the front. On this bottle here, you have Earth and you have other planets here. And it's a nice quality bottle here. You have a nice cap with Lattafa written on it. And if you spin it around, you would have the Lattafa logo. One thing I like about Lattafa's Pride series, Lattafa really does a really good job in general on their fragrances and a lot of their packaging. But the Pride series does a very good job on the presentation from the bottle into the packaging. You look at the box here, very nice quality box, and it opens like a book, and your fragrance will be housed in the inside. Lattafa Art a Universe is their impression of ex nihilo blue talisman. In the fragrance community, you have what you call notes. Notes are the particular ingredients that make up that fragrance. You have your top notes. That's the initial burst your nose smells when you spray the fragrance. Then you have your middle notes. That's after the fragrance has been on your skin for a while. And then the base notes. That's usually what your nose pick up on the last tail end of that fragrance. So for your top notes, you have mandarin, bergamot, ginger, and mint. For your middle notes, you have pear and orange blossom. And for your base notes, you have musk, amber, and cedar. You saw the presentation of the bottle, but I know you want to know what it smells like. Pretty decent atomizer here. Yeah, this smells a lot better than what it smelled like when I initially bought it. I bought this fragrance around, I'd say 2 to 3 months ago. I sprayed it. On my initial reaction, it smells pretty good, but it smelled a little sharp. The wifey said it smells like bug spray. Yeah, bug spray. My nose didn't pick up on it, but after she said that, I can smell nothing but a bug spray smell mixed with a little fruit from the bergamot and the mandarin orange. So what I didn't want to do a video on it right then. I wanted to really give this fragrance a chance. So I set it on my shelf. I let it mature for a few months. I came back to it just recently, and I'm glad I waited to do a review on it because this is a very nice fragrance. Sometimes when you get a fragrance, especially from different clone houses, a lot of times the fragrance is very newly bottled. And a lot of times those fragrances don't get that chance to blend together properly. So initially when you get the fragrance, you want to just spray it. And then a lot of people take the tops off their fragrance. When they do the maturation phase, you just spray your fragrance once or twice. I usually take the top off and just let it sit for like 2 to 3 months. So smelling it, I'm smelling that nice, it's a nice crisp ginger. I'm picking up on that ginger note. I'm picking up on that pear, just a little bit of that pear on the opening. It's very fresh. I wasn't able to experience the amber and the cedar closer when I got to the dry down. On the dry down phase, that's when I was able to pick up a little bit more of those woods. This fragrance here is very nice. I'm really glad I let it sit there and mature. It's it has a nice zestiness to this fragrance. And I think, in my opinion, the ginger is really just pushing the other elements of this fragrance forward. It's a very easy fragrance to wear in the summertime, spring and summer. You can wear fragrances any time of the year you would like, but in my opinion, there are certain fragrances that are tailored to different seasons. This fragrance, Eau de Universe, is tailored more towards the spring, summertime, just due to the freshness of this fragrance. So I sprayed it. I usually do around 4 to 5 sprays with my fragrances. Heavier fragrances, I usually do around 3 because I just don't want to knock anybody out. It's good to get compliments and it's good to smell nice, but I just don't want to be that guy that does 10 to 20 sprays and knocking people out soon you walk by them. But this fragrance here, I was able to do around 4 sprays. One day I did like 5. It projects pretty nice for a nice summer scent. I was able to get around 2 hours of projection, and it lasted on my skin around 8 hours. I know some people don't like spraying fragrances on their clothes, which is understandable, but I usually do around 4 sprays. And I want to know your opinion. Would you give Eau de Universe a try? I did. In the beginning, I wasn't a huge fan of it, but I knew that after smelling that fragrance, it wasn't supposed to smell like that. So I'm glad I waited a few months. Let me know what the scent of the day is, and let me know if you have this on your list to buy. I would recommend it. You could pick Eau de Universe up for around $40 to $50. Thank you for checking out today's episode of The Scent Code. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell notification. I'll see you on the next one.